All right, so polling stations record low turnout. Court injunctions, absence of materials put affected electoral areas on hold. We provide revenue assurance auditing services for government in downstream petroleum sector. This is SML. And we have La Polyclinic nurses clash with management over off days. And Interior Ministry cracks whip on private security organizations. That's it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, so on the front page of the Finder, safeguard attracting private capital in lithium debate, Chamber of Mines. EC reschedules district-level elections in parts of Ashanti and Eastern region. Turnout low again in peaceful district assembly elections. Prices of livestock go up ahead of Christmas. The best cathedral is anti-LGBTQIA+ law, and that's by 4 Amwanin. And there's an announcement from the Finder. The Finder takes a break from today, December 20th, 2023, and will return in the newsstands in January 2024. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone.
Elvis is going on holiday.
Yeah.
The Chronicle has these headlines. Akufo-Addo's fight against corruption continues unabated. Evaluates progress made so far tomorrow. SML denies receiving $100 million annually from government. And scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. But test everything, hold fast what is good. That's it for the Chronicle.
All right, on the front page of the Republic Press, new forced movement in disarray as spokesperson faced deportation. And Omahene wades into lithium deal, calls for suspension, retraction and apology, inaccurate reporting on GN Bank, and that's on page 3. And we'll separate AG from the Minister of Justice if we win power in 2024, and that's by the PPP. Omani Boama rebooks EC for rescheduling the assembly polls in some areas. Child Rights International celebrates Tyrone Maguire for excelling in WASI. I think we're all celebrating with
absolutely.
him. Everyone is celebrating with him.
Absolutely. Well done to him and to all those who really aced their results there on the WASI. All right, the Daily Guide has these headlines. Press statement, public notice, owners of Maijon land assure the general public. Accra Mayor addresses world leaders. We have SML has 5-year contract. Ignore mischief of misguided elements, Nana to BOG. Belgian new force girl faces deportation. Those are the headlines on the front page of the Daily Guide.
All right, so on the front page of the Inquisitor, Lieutenant General J.H. Smith is dead. SML dares Fourth Estate. Disregard deliberately distorted video against Dr. Prempeh. NDC warns EC over assembly elections mess. FDA cautions against expired poisonous products during Yuletide.
All right, so I have the Today newspaper here. It says EC postpones assembly elections in some part of Ashanti and Eastern regions. OSP propaganda tool of government. This is coming from the PPP. And rural teachers to benefit from future NDC government. This is coming from Mahama.
All right, on the front page of the Ghanaian the Ghanaian Publisher, we have Akufo-Addo launches NACAP evaluation report. SML fights of $100 million ghost contract. And Asenso Boachi consoles race course fire victims. And Selena Kudaje wins 2023 Happy Bible Quiz.
All right. I wanted to go to some online stories. Right. So let's go to citinewsroom.com, all right? And some online stories there. The main headline is challenges faced during the district level elections. Unfortunate, and EC must take responsibility. This is coming from Codeo, all right? And the Coalition of Domestic Election Observers are speaking very strongly. And I must say that I agree with their position. Pope Francis hasn't cleared Catholic priests to bless same-sex marriages. Catholic bishops president is speaking. Now, this
is so confusing.
well, no, actually, yesterday there was some clarification on this, so it made sense, right? Let me see if I can give you exactly what they said yesterday. So you go to church, right? Or wherever it is, you go to church and the priest is blessing people.
Right.
Right. What the Catholic Church is saying is that don't avoid blessing people who are of the LGBTQ community,
because
just because they are LGBTQ. Do you understand? But it's not saying that conduct
like a marriage
their
ceremony.
marriage ceremonies for them.
Right.
Do you understand? That's what it's talking about.
I get it.
So yesterday was on Eyewitness. They did a whole explanation there, and I thought, okay, I mean, that sounds.
Well, yeah, because you can't sack them if they come to church.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that if as you bless others, bless them too.
So just being inclusive.
Yes. That's what it's about. So anyway. To 2023 WASI, Nagrat demands probe into AI cheating allegations. I agree, it's very important. First of all, how did the students get their phones or whatever material into the exam room?
That's so weird.
You know, and I've always said, look, the connivance of persons apart from the students to help the students is something that we need to crack the whip so hard it becomes way too painful to even consider the thought of doing it, you know. Trump disqualified from 2024 ballot in Colorado. Now this thing is heating up. So you know what they've done? They are activating a particular constitutional provision that they have that says that anybody who was involved in some kind of insurrection, you know, cannot stand for elections, you know, and some states have already shut it down.
Right.
But Colorado has, you know, made it stand.
Upheld it, yeah.
he cannot, even if he runs for national elections, they cannot vote for him in Colorado.
Wow.
You know, and I'm sure other states are going to be following suit very soon, since Colorado has successfully been able to, you know, activate that. SHS's bemoan impact of unpaid electricity bills on academic work. And so those are the top trending stories. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so sport is next. Don't go anywhere. All right, now on the sporting front, we have some athletics news. And Citi TV has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Ghana Athletics, to promote and co-organize the National Invitational Schools Athletics Championships. I think this is a fantastic idea. Now, the initiative is scheduled to be held in Accra, with athletes representing 50 senior high schools in Ghana expected to battle in a 3-day competition. Now, the CEO of Citi TV, Sabola Tamensa, signed the agreement with Ghana Athletics President Bawa Fuseni in the company of Citi TV General Manager Bernard Avle and Citi TV's Business Manager Omane Mensah Bonsu. Now, Ghana Athletics CEO Philippina Frimpong and the chairman of fundraising and sponsorship, Andrew Agbo Kitcher, were present at the signing. Let's go do some Carabao news. Now, Chelsea beat Newcastle United 4-2 on penalties last night in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Now, the Blues needed a late equalizer from Mykhailo Mudryk to cancel out Callum Wilson's goal and send the game into the shootout. Now, Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher, Christopher Nkunku, and Mudryk were all on target for Chelsea, but only Callum Wilson and Bruno Guimaraes scored penalties for Newcastle, who suffered fresh disappointment after their Champions League exit. In other results from the Carabao Cup, Fulham edged Everton on penalties, while Middlesbrough beat Port Vale. Now, tonight, Liverpool faced West Ham in the last quarter-final, after which the semi-final draw will be held. All right, now, FIFA club news. We have European champions Manchester City beat Japan Urawa Reds 3-0 in the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup in Saudi Arabia. Now, Manchester City took the lead just before halftime via an own goal from Marius Hobatren, and added 2 more goals through Mateo Kovacic and Bernardo Silva. Now they will take on Brazil's Fluminense in the final, which will be held on Friday. Now, Manchester City are seeking to become the 4th English side to win the Club World Cup, and of course, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool are previous winners.